Running a brokerage is hard work, so whether you're focused on building your own sales pipeline, hiring the best agents, leveling up your team's production, or protecting the culture you've built, you're in the right place. Real estate brings the challenges, and we share the solution. Welcome to the show dedicated to broker entrepreneurs. Welcome to the Brokerpreneur podcast. Matt, are you ready?
I am ready, Dr. Ben. Let's get it going here, man.
Sounds like the beginning of like an 80s rap song. Except not as cool.
Nowhere near as cool.
Nowhere near. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Brokerpreneur podcast. I'm Dr. Ben Spears, the Doctor of Flow. I'm here with the big guy as usual, Matt Vi. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Dr. Ben?
We're going to talk about real estate recruiting today?
We are going to talk about real estate recruiting. You know it. We're here.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about how to grow real estate brokerages. I'm going to try and throw all of these keywords out so the algorithm. We're going to talk about how to recruit real estate agents.
Video.
That was just for the algorithm, guys. We'll let AI handle that. What specifically are we talking about, Matt?
Yeah, so we're hearing a lot about tech, right? And paying attention to what tech is actually going to impact you in the market that's changing. We love people's tech stack, whatever is working for them, but we're going to give you some things to take a look at to make sure that your tech stack is actually working for you the way that you want it to, with the market the way that it is and the way it's going to look going forward.
Gotcha. I like it. Well, guys, the routine before we dive into this. If you're a return listener, you really like our content, please hit that like button. Please leave a comment below just saying something. Again, that pushes our content up to the top when others are searching for real estate recruiting info. And go down to the link in the description below. Free recruiting bundle just for you for doing those things. Or if you didn't, you can grab it too. And it has everything from our 1 hour replay that we did of an event. It was called "How to Get 5 Hires in the Next 30 Days." There's something else in there. I can't remember what it was. It was another event that we did. And there's 3 or 4 different downloads of different things that you can use in your brokerage. Throughout the year. It's not just kind of a one time deal. So please do that and hit that follow and subscribe button wherever you are. Matt?
Yeah, Ben.
What tech should brokers use as the market shifts? So let's talk about the tech when it comes to evaluating market trends. We talked about that a little bit on our last podcast as well.
Yeah, there's only 2 that I'm going to say that you have to have. Well, 3 that I'm going to say you have to have in place. Right. One is a CRM. Okay, got to have a CRM.
Makes sense.
2 is an accounting. You got to have some type of accounting software that is in place, and 3, you have to have some type of security. Protocols and everything that are in place. When I say protocols, instead of just software, do you use a VPN to have all of this behind it for you and your company, or are you just using Norton to kind of keep it all safe, or how do you have it set up so you logging into a suite that is a secure suite, all that kind of stuff that where you keep all your financial information and everything. So something that keeps that all safe, something that is a big strong padlock.
Yeah.
Right,
I like
basically
that.
How to look at that.
Yep. Cool. So there are some fancy tools out there.
Yep.
Right. Just some shiny objects, that kind of thing. But there are a few things that are just essential.
Right.
When it comes to tech.
Right.
Let's talk about that. Hey, Dr. Ben here. I hope you're enjoying this episode. If sometimes you feel overloaded or alone when it comes to building your brokerage, I want you to know that we are here for you. There's so much support available to agents, but hardly any dedicated to brokers. I want to personally invite you to schedule a complimentary strategy call where Matt will help you build a 3-step profitability plan that will immediately produce results. This is not a sales pitch. There's no obligation. Simply click the link in the description below. Now let's get back to the show.
Yeah, so got to have a CRM. Your people have to have a CRM. Do you have your people when your recruits? Do you have them in a CRM that is easy to use, that functions easily? Not just does it have a whole bunch of stuff. So let me ask you this. Let me say it like this, right?
Okay.
So when you take a look at your real estate agents, right? Your real estate agents, they should be using more of the CRM. Mm-hmm. Do they use it just as a address book? Or do they use it as, to send out drip campaigns and email campaigns? And do they use it to help keep up with and drive leads and all of that? How robust is it, and how much of it are they actually using, right?
Yeah.
We know that agents aren't really great at that, right?
Yeah,
they don't really adapt that really well. Well, as a broker, Are you doing the same exact thing, right? Do you have a CRM or a tool or whatever that you use for recruiting that's got these 984 bells and whistles, but for some reason you're only using 2 of those, right?
Yeah.
Well, how come you're only using 2 of those, right? Is it your fault you're only using 2 of those, or is it because the system is too complicated for you to leverage them the way that you need to leverage them? I'd get to the bottom of that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
can I use this the way that it needs to be used, and how hard is it for me to use it the way that I need to use it? How much support do I have in using it the way that I need to use it? And if there's enough of all that in place, then why am I not doing what I'm supposed to?
Right.
Okay. So once you have that kind of figured out from a CRM standpoint, or once you have that figured out from a standpoint, with your accounting and with your agent rostering and all that kind of stuff, once you have those things in place, the next step is, what other pieces are missing in my business that this software offers?
Okay.
Here's the question that I'd ask everybody that's listening. Could you list off 15 things, your most expensive program that you're paying for? Can you list off 15 ways that it would help you out with your business? Because I bet it has them. Most systems have them. Can you name off those 15 things?
Yeah.
And of the 15 that you name off, the first couple that you name off are the ones you're probably using.
Yeah.
Number 12, number 4 through the next 12, number 4 through number 15. Those are the ones that we want to take a close look at and say, okay, are any of those designed to help me be better at the market that we're going into? Are any of those designed to help me be more efficient at what it is that is going to be going on over the next 12 months, so that I can make sure that I'm weathering what we're going through as effectively as possible? Don't be in a situation where you're calling somebody to cancel software or a platform, and when you call them, you're going, yeah, well, I'm going to go somewhere else. And they're going to go, why are you going? And they say, well, because of this, this, and this. And they're like, oh, well, we've got those things. And then you're thinking to yourself, well, now I've had this for 2.5 years, and I didn't realize I had it. And I went through 6 months worth of pain because that wasn't in place, because you didn't know that it was there.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know what was available. You're paying for it. Start leveraging some of the usage of that. If you want your agents to do that with your CRM so that they're more productive, then you have to do that with the other systems that you have to offer. If it's too complicated, if you don't trust that it's going to take you where it needs to go, and you're only buying something because of 1 or 2 small pieces that you need, or if there's not support in place, I say get rid of it. Find something else that will replace it, and absolutely positively get rid of it. That support can be, maybe you've got XYZ system and there's this incredible Facebook group, right? That just everybody's in there and they're always helping each other out and everything. Man, if that's your support group, rock on. I love that.
Yeah.
But it has to have something in place in order for you to make sure you're getting the most out of that tech that you have to leverage it the way that you want as the market shifts.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. So you mentioned this earlier. You were talking about security, right, and the protection of your data. It's more important now than it's ever been.
Absolutely.
And because it's at more risk than it's ever been, obviously. So let's dive into that one, and let's try and make that one just as fun as we possibly can.
Oh, so here's the fun way to start this. Your data's already been compromised.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah, just letting you know.
Just letting you know.
Not by us.
That's right. But it's already been compromised, right?
Yeah.
So there's already people attacking it and hacking it and chipping away at it and whatever.
Yeah.
That's already happening. You better have something in place to protect it the way that it needs to be protected.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm a big fan of a VPN. Okay. So having a VPN is, in my opinion, it's super smart. Now with a VPN, the level of security causes some other things to not work the way that they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay. So
sure.
you gotta keep that in mind. You have to know what those things are, and you have to make sure that you know how to work around those things, for lack of a better way of putting it. But absolutely, the things that need to be protected the absolute most will operate behind a VPN.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're set up that way.
Yes.
Right? If there's any financial software, all that kind of stuff, man, they're going to operate really well on a VPN that way. So I know that we know this, right? But I got to say this out loud, and it seems like it is or is not related to this, but man, I've lost so much data over different times, over different things. I can't even begin to think how much stuff I've lost.
Yeah.
Right. And you saw, we changed computers, and you saw me lose a big chunk of whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, I was able to, download a lot of that, but not everything downloaded the way that it needed to. So
Yeah.
at this point, I don't even know what I've lost that I've lost, right?
Yeah.
And so the argument is, how bad do you need it if you're not using it every day? Well, there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into a lot of things that,
For sure.
that we did that were on some of that, that computer that didn't necessarily get transitioned. So back everything up. That's my point.
Yeah.
Make sure you're backing it up. Make sure your agents are backing up. Can you imagine your top 2 teams? Let's say that it's a disruptive market, things are shifting, and then all of a sudden they lose 50% of their data. Their computer crashes.
Yeah.
What would that do to your office? What would that do to your brokerage?
Yeah.
Have those conversations with your people. We talk all the time about, having your network of people connected with your agents and all that kind of stuff. Do you have your tech person come in and talk to your agents on a regular basis just about data security? Do you have them come in and say, here's what a VPN is? Do you have them come in and say, make sure that you're on certain things, that your encryption is using this type of encryption, that you're using a passkey system in order to do this? Do you have somebody that's coming in and talking to your agents about that? You should.
Yeah.
That is something crucial. All of those people are going to love to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's a chance that they're going to get people that say, hey, can you do this for me? I don't want to do it. They love the opportunity of business. But are you bringing somebody in on a regular basis that says, here's what you need to be prepared for from a security of your information standpoint, so that your agents don't get knocked out of the saddle on production and sidetracked for 3 or 4 days or weeks?
Yeah.
I've had agents that had their information ransomed before. Okay, I don't know if you've ever had things ransomed before, but they basically, somebody's in the computer and they grab onto all of that stuff and they basically say, you can't have access to any of this unless you pay me money.
Yeah.
And so the person had a lot of stuff on their computer that was a big deal for them to have them on there. Connections to their financial software, and where they logged in for their IRA and their taxes and their bank accounts, and all that was on there. And somebody grabbed onto that computer and said, yeah, you can't get in here unless you pay me money.
Yeah.
So all of that, you need to have somebody talking to your people on a regular basis saying, this shit is real. Make sure you're protected from it. Have somebody come in and talk to your people about it. Your agents will appreciate that you've done that, and it's only going to be an eye-opener for them.
Yeah, completely agree. And, going through all this, you're definitely going to come across agents who are like, man, I just don't know about all this, right? And then you guys as brokers, maybe you're the same way, right? Or maybe you're just like an old fart like I am, and it's like, nah, I don't want to do anything new. Well, you're going to have to learn how to adapt, right? And especially to technology. And if you want to keep growing, right, it's like a tree. Matt says, like, you're either growing or you're not a tree anymore.
You're either growing or dying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about adapting to new tech.
Yeah. So we talk about adaptation versus adoption all the time, right? And adapting means continue doing things the way that you're doing, but you take a portion of that and you add it to your business. There's a time and place for that, right? Adoption means, okay, I'm going to quit with the way things are, and there's a whole new beginning starting. Okay, so adaptation is there's a time and a place for it. Your financial software, right? Maybe you adapt to begin with that before you decide to adopt.
Yep.
Okay,
Makes sense.
a CRM is adoption. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah.
A CRM is adoption. You need to adopt wherever it is that you're doing all of that, whether you're a broker that's still selling, or whether you're a broker that has a bunch of agents that are selling, and you're trying to get them to a different level of production. Adoption is the key. If I was in whatever real estate market I was in, if I was trying to go out and establish myself as a broker that cared about the market, part of what I would talk about, I would be on social media on a regular basis, and I would talk about a CRM that my company is using, not necessarily by name, but a CRM my company is using, and I would give tips on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is just a CRM tip. Just make sure that everything is synced so that whenever your leads come in, there's a workflow that goes on there. Please know the difference between an email campaign and a drip campaign. Drip campaign are going to have tasks in it. Email campaign is strictly emails. If you're not sure how to set that up, reach out to me. I'd love to help you set that up. Most CRMs these days have that. I'd love for you to be able to put that in play in your business. If you want help, let me know. Otherwise, get it going, because the market we're going into is changing. It's going to help you do more business.
Yeah.
If you got any questions, let me know. Love to talk. Right? I would have tips like that on a regular basis that are going out just about CRM. Right? The other thing that's going to happen is my agents at that point are going to say, shit, Matt's serious about a CRM.
Yeah.
I better take a look at ours.
Yeah.
And they're going to see these tips pop up and they go, oh man, Matt said that. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe I should go look at ours. Maybe I should go to the sales meeting. Maybe I should go to the training.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're engaged in what it is that you're doing, because you're talking about the things that are going to impact their business.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Maybe I should just look for another brokerage.
True. Yeah, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't want somebody. I don't want to be part of a group that's growing.
Adopt or grow or anything. I'm a dead tree.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to make my license inactive.
Well, that's right. Time for me to go.
Yeah. So Matt, I'm through all of my notes. And anything else that you want to add before I put a bow on it?
Take action. I can't. Yeah. This is super important. You heard something in this episode.
Yeah.
Take action on one of them. Go back, and if you're not sure what it was, go back and re-listen to it. Hit that like and subscribe button later.
Yeah.
But go back and listen to it again if you have to. Grab action on one of these things, because it's going to make a difference going forward to help you and the agents and your recruiting all collectively work more efficiently towards getting through this market the way that you deserve to.
Yeah, I like it. Well, guys, wherever you're listening to this, whether it be iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Deezer, any of those platforms, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching this on YouTube, what's up?
What's up?
Make sure you hit that red subscribe button, that bell right beside it, to get notified every time we drop a new episode. No better time than the present than to go to brokerpreneurpodcast.com, see all the cool things that we have to grow your brokerage, no matter what phase or stage of the business that you're in.
Yep.
Gosh, also, obviously talked about the free recruiting bundle in the description. There's another link down there. There's like 4 or 5 links, but there's another link down there for Brokerpreneur Not So Secret Society. This is a mastermind that Matt and I hold live. It is absolutely free to attend every Friday, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't be shy. Register for this and come and meet us. We would love to talk to you and meet you as well. We talk about real estate recruiting. We talk about retaining the agents that you have. We talk about making the agents that you have more productive. Mm-hmm. You name it. If it's about brokerage growth, we are talking about it live with other brokers, and we're getting them to share strategies as well of what's working in their market that you can use inside of your brokerage as well. It's just really cool. It's a lot of fun. We always have a good time, a lot of laughs. Matt, we do that and everything else that we do for one reason alone. Tell them why that is.
You know why, Ben? We just want to be part of your win.